happy solstice, everybody, and welcome to part 2 of my Yule ramble, I guess you can say. I'm definitely feeling a lot better. No longer have the flu going on, so I wanted to just kind of get back on and finish up kind of my thought process, and show you guys a little project that I am starting. We'll actually start with the project. So I know in my last video I was talking about crafts and things that people do. So for me, I was at the Dollar Tree today. This is just like a little mini jar. Originally I was gonna get one of the Christmas balls, but then I seen this one because this unscrews, so it's like you can glue things and stuff like that. Anywho, so this is going to be my version of a Yule ball this year, and what this is going to be for me, for my family, my practice is going to be for just general health, abundance, and just ringing in this winter season with joy, coming out of the typical funk that all of us feel this time of year. And then to start off, prior to start filming this video, I kind of was collecting some things from the yard here that I am going to incorporate into here, since this is seasonal per se. And then something else that I'm going to be doing as well is I got this notebook here, and what it says is, she is creative, she is strong, she is confident, she is intelligent, she is blessed, she is happy, she is beautiful, she is enough, she is me. And so with this notebook, what I am going to do is just whenever I think of an idea, or when I think of a happy thought, a sad thought, just any random thing that I think of that I don't want to forget, or if it's something I want to work on or manifest or change or what have you, we are going to write it in this book. And that is what this book is kind of going to be dedicated to, is that, I guess, healing manifestation type component of my personal practice. Something new I'm trying, so I'll let you know how everything goes. And then I am also finally going to use my Moonology Oracle card deck that I got a while ago. I am going to dedicate this particular deck to just this winter season for the next couple of months, for just guidance in any direction. I have not used these cards at all, so I don't know anything about them. Let the moon be your guide, so that's what's on the inside here. It comes with a little guidebook, and then I just wanted to look at the cards. So these are the cards, and then the backs. So you guys will be seeing these for this season, and that's why I just kind of brought them out here, was just to show y'all. So anywho, that is what I'm doing in my personal practice this week. As we are in this Yule season, we had our shortest day of the year yesterday, longest night of the year. We are moving into the new moon, which is one of the best times that I like to do my own spiritual work. So I thought today and going into the next couple of days was a good choice to obviously create my Yule ball, or the winter solstice, Christmas, however you look at this time of year. I think Hanukkah is around this time of year too. I'm not really familiar, but I think that's around this time of year too. I don't know if it's still going on, or anywho, but I know it's here. But this is something that anybody can do. What the plan is for this is I am, like I said, I'm incorporating some of the things I found outside, some other herbs, flowers, those types of things, and that's just kind of how you put what you want. If you wanted to do it more like themed for like the time of year, you can still put the same intentions in there, but use things like a glittery Christmas tree, or they had like the bags of fake snow that you could put in here, because ultimately this is an ornament, so you can even use it to put on a tree. I don't know, I'm just very, very intrigued with this thing. That's why I keep talking about it. Another thing that people do around this time of year as well, as you know, family comes together. People have like big holiday dinners. Yule and the solstice is no different. You come together, in the warmth of the house. So think of back in the day, everybody used to kind of come to the center where the heat source was. So not only did you stay here, you cooked here, you did all your gathering here. That component is part of this time of the year as well. So things that people will cook is like pastries and breads and lots of like heavy starchy things, in a sense, like things that are going to keep you warm. They're going to keep you full. You basically, your body is going to hold on to it. I don't necessarily want to say like fatty things, because that's not necessarily true either. It just kind of depends on location per se. But again, you want the body to be warm. So think of like, it's officially soup season. So you're seeing a lot of soups, a lot of chilies, like those types of things. And then you normally do like a side of bread with those things. So you have that warmth, and then you have that component that your body's going to hold on to help keep you warm. And so this year, what I am doing for on Christmas Day, which is our Christmas / Yule in our house, me and my mother-in-law are going to be both cooking, so we'll see how that goes. First time that we've ever like tried to co-cook anything together, so we're bringing that family aspect, that kitchen cook aspect. She's going to be cooking some of her traditional. I am going to cook some recipes from my family that I haven't had in years, and we are going to just kind of celebrate this time, this family, the things that we have in life, and just be thankful. We're not going and spending hundreds and millions of dollars on Christmas gifts for each other. We kind of had like our limit of, okay, hey, don't spend more than like $20 or something, something cheap, small. And it was more so like looking for like quote unquote gift ideas that are more of a need / a want. So for instance, like how everybody's like, oh, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, you got me socks for Christmas. But as an adult, you're like, hell yeah, you got me socks for Christmas. So it's like that kind of things that you didn't really know that you need in life that bring you joy. I don't know. Anywho, that's just kind of what our family is going to kind of be doing. And then doing that same thing with my side of the family on Christmas Eve, and just kind of sharing and spreading that joy between the two sides, because yes, this time of year is great, and it's very festive, and it is very spiritual, very family oriented, but it's also very stressful, especially when you have to split your time between two families kind of thing. And whether your whole family gets together on both sides, or you have to travel across town, like I get it, that part is stressful, and that's where that seasonal depression comes in. So this year, reason why we are doing 2 separate days is because that type of depression has been heavy and hangs out. The stress of having to please everyone and having to basically feel like you're being held on a pedestal somewhere. You know, you're looked at if you don't get the expensive gift, but if you, you know, you're looked upon if you get the cheap gift. You know, oh, you're not going to Christmas Mass. Oh, you're not celebrating by lighting this candle. So there's all these different viewpoints of how this time of year should be, when in reality, like it shouldn't be. And so to kind of help fight off that negativity, and because that type of negativity, when it comes to your just your overall mental health and your overall spirituality, can really put a damper on you, because then you feel like you can't celebrate the way you want or need to. So that's why this year we kind of made the decision to split time and do Christmas Eve and then not go anywhere on Christmas, and just kind of try to take it all in, not have to travel, not have to fight traffic, those types of things. And that's kind of the more so like mundane side of things. But again, you know, when you have that high level of stress, that little like negativity in the back of your mind just digs and digs and digs, even if it is in your regular like the regular everyday mundane, those thoughts and negativity will also transfer over into your spiritual practice. And you know, if you are feeling some type of way and you're like, hey, I'm going to light a candle for manifestations of insert XYZ here, but your head is not there, you have all these negative thoughts, you know, you could potentially be accidentally manifesting more badness than good, because your headspace isn't there. You're not clear, you're not cleansed in a sense, you know. And again, take that kind of as you will, because everybody does practice differently. That is just kind of my personal belief and my, I guess you could say, past mistake. Past mistake, but learning opportunity. So that's how I know that that can't happen, because not everybody's perfect. Not all witchcraft, spell work, spirituality is perfect, and everybody is going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes, and then you take that as a learning opportunity. Kind of going on to that note, again, this is kind of a time of year to reflect, pending on your belief system. You know, we're going into a new calendar year, so you take this time to reflect on everything you've done in the past 12 months, in the past year, through the 4 seasons, and see where you can grow, how you can do better, what changes can you bring, and to live that happy, fulfilled life that kind of rolls, and you're not on the crazy roller coaster. You're just kind of like on a cruise, or like a smooth ride per se. And again, you're gonna have your hiccups, you're gonna have your small roller coaster rides, but like, you don't want to feel like you're on that go crash, like roller coaster type thing. So you can take this time to take it all in, relax your body, you know, and then prepare yourself for, you know, whatever, whether you call it a New Year's resolution, or you're like, okay, hey, I'm going to set a goal for myself. So by January, I'm going to have XYZ. By July, you know, this will be done, whether that's in your career, school, you know, you're writing a novel on the side, what have you. This is your time to goal set, and to really believe in yourself, and to take that time to touch base on that shadow work and try to heal yourself, and just overall make yourself a better person for yourself. Because first and foremost, you need to love yourself, and you need to be who you are before you can do what you need for others. And if you can't come to that on your own, or doing like the shadow work, the dream working, however you practice, and you need professional help, definitely do. And work with that person, work with your tools, work with yourself, and just open your arms and just let it in. And that's my ramble for this video, because I feel like I'm getting a little too, I don't even know. But that's kind of, I guess, the gist of this time of year. And I will put the like the list and what this looks like and stuff when I get done, so that way you guys can see if it's something you're interested in doing. And yeah, so stay tuned for new things to come, and nothing at all related to spirituality, witchiness, Yule, anything. But I'm going to be posting some card opening packs on TikTok. So my goal is to kind of make TikTok whatever I want to post. Like, that is me, my life, what have you. And then we'll save the YouTube channel for more of like the spiritual side of things, like the tarot and all those things. So that way there's kind of some differences between the two and it's not so confusing. We'll see how it goes. I'm no pro, and I'm not going to make any promises because I may forget. Life happens, but I am going to try my best, guys. But until next time.